Hello my friends, Vineet Gupta this side. Today I am recording a small video clip to help you understand why you should get into a good network marketing opportunity today. Many people ask me that why we recommend this industry. So I thought to make a video on that. Let's get started and let me share with you one of the most important slide, one of the most important thing that you have ever came across. Here is a quadrant in front of you which is designed by one of the best financial advisor and one of the best economists in the world. His name is Mr. Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote a book Rich Dad Poor Dad, whose millions and millions of copies were being sold. He has divided the world in 4 parts on the basis of where we earn. Here you are seeing people who are working for someone else, who are in a job. Here people who are self-employed like doctors, teachers, engineers, or even small businessmen come under this category. Here people who are running a big business wherein they are having employee group of more than 500. Here are the investors who make money out of money. Now 90% of the population of the total world is on the left side of the quadrant and 10% of the world's population falls under the right side of the quadrant. And shockingly, these people who are working for someone else or self-employed, they are having just 5% of the total world's wealth. And people on the right side of the quadrant are having 95% of the total world's wealth. Now if I ask you, why is it so? Why is it so unequal distribution of wealth? Let's look into it. Let's look what they do actually. They are working on the system that is one of the most powerful system available on planet Earth, that is leverage. My dear friends, they are compounding the time, effort, skill and money of other people. Let me make it more clear through this diagram. Here is a diagram of a corporate structure actually of any big company. You can take it. There's one CEO in the company. There are few vice president, managers and executives and other employees. What the owner of the company does? For him, all these people are working and he's compounding the time, effort, skill and money of all these people. That is how he's making big money. If you eradicate this structure from his organization, he is left alone, he also cannot make big money. He's making big money just because he's having huge number of people working for him. Let's look into how we are getting paid. If you're working in any company or in any organization, how you are getting paid. Now income is calculated on a simple formula, that is skill into time. Skill is now defined on the educational qualification of yours, your experience, and time is obviously calculated on the number of hours in a day, and that is obviously 24 hours in a day. Skill is also limited after a certain period of a time, and time is obviously limited. God has not made more than 24 hours, so we cannot work more than that. Now if I calculate the income of a PhD in a day, if he is making 100 rupees per hour and he is working 10 hours in a day, his income would be 1000 rupees in a day. If a graduate gives 10 hours in a day and his rate is 10 rupees per hour, his income would be 100 rupees a day. If a laborer is working 10 hours a day and his income is 1 rupee, his rate is, I should say, 1 rupee per hour, he would be making around 10 rupees a day. And if I ask you, should you increase skill or time? You will say obviously skill, because time cannot be increased. Now let's look into what Bill Gates or any other big businessman does. He is having 10,000 employees working for him in his organization. That is 10,000 employees, each employee giving 10 hours. So for him in a single day 1 lakh hours of work is being done. Now if I match that thing with a common individual, now let's see where we stand. In complete whole lifetime we will be working just 83,000 hours in our whole life. We cannot even think of completing them. So obviously we have to increase our time. That's what any big businessman does. They're increasing their time. Now coming back again onto this quadrant, I was talking about Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. He has suggested and he has said that if you want to come on the right side of the quadrant, from left side to the right side of the quadrant, if you want to be there are only and only 2 options, my dear friends. First option is to open a firm, to open a company, get in infrastructure, get in employees and invest crores and millions of rupees, and then you can expect to be on the right side of the quadrant. Many people say to me that Vineet, we will work, we will, we'll put in efforts and we will come over there. I'll ask you a simple question, my dear friends. You just calculate, or I should say you just count the number of people you know who are having more than 100 employee group working for them. I bet on this. You can calculate that on single hand, fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4 hardly. It's not easy to go, acquire such a big network. Second option Mr. Robert Kiyosaki suggested is that get into a good network marketing opportunity. My dear friends, I would like to clarify one thing over here. Network marketing is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not a lottery system. It's not money scheme or all kind of stuff. It's an industry wherein you have to stay 4 to 5 years to enjoy that leverage, actually, to build that network and enjoy that leverage. Now, who recommends network marketing? Okay, there are a few names. Mr. Bill Clinton. I guess this gentleman needs no introduction. He's the ex-president of US during recent when he was the president. He thanked this industry to save the economy. You can search his video on YouTube. Very famous video. You will get to know Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. I already talked about him, one of the best financial advisor and economist. He says if a common person wants to earn unlimited wealth, only network marketing is the solution. Donald Trump, one of the biggest businessmen from US, television personality and even an author. He also recommends network marketing. Warren Buffett is a very famous name, world's top investor, one of the biggest businessmen and the wealthiest person. In 2011, he was at number 3 in being the in the list of the wealthiest person. So when these people recommend network marketing, it's a statement in itself. What's the potential of this industry? Now, what network marketing industry can give you? It can give you financial freedom. You don't need to worry about your finances before spending. It can give you time for yourself, your family. It could be your own business. If you are having own business, obviously you will be your own boss. It will be like an early retirement for you, personality development, helping others, meeting new people, recognition, that is your name, fame. There is so much you can get into this industry. Now, my dear friends, if you are serious about the dreams of you and yourself and your family, I would strongly suggest you to get into a good network marketing opportunity today. And just to close this small presentation, I would like to share one of my favorite quote that is, if you want to be in the 5% category of successful people in this world, you have to do what 95% of the people are not doing. My dear friends, I hope this information helps you taking a positive decision. This is Vineet Gupta signing off. Cheers. Bye bye.